Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to break down the 5 most common mistakes that trip up new web developers. We've distilled some expert advice on how you can steer clear of them and, keep that momentum going strong.
And it really is, isn't it? You know that feeling when you first start with HTML? Everything just clicks. It's simple, you see results on the screen instantly, and you start building this incredible momentum. It feels like you're on the fast track to becoming a pro. But, and there's always a but, right? That initial excitement can just vanish when you hit a few, pretty predictable roadblocks. These are the traps that can completely derail your journey before it even really gets started.
First up, mistake number 1, and honestly, this is the single biggest hurdle where most beginners fall. It's all about quitting too soon, and it's often because of an obsession with getting the design just right.
So here's how it usually plays out. You're flying high with HTML. It's a breeze. But then you hit CSS, and suddenly you're wrestling with the box model, Flexbox, all these specificity rules, and it just feels overwhelming. And if you try to make everything pixel perfect right away, you are going to burn out fast. And this quote, it just highlights how ridiculously common this is. It's practically a rite of passage. So many aspiring developers get to this exact point, they hit that CSS wall, and they just decide, well, I guess coding isn't for me. Don't let that be you.
So the solution is to change your approach. Here's the game plan. Learn your HTML. Get the basics of CSS down, just enough to get by, but then move on to JavaScript as quickly as you can. For the design, don't even sweat it. Grab a professional template. Your job is to be a developer, not a designer.
Okay, let's move on to our second mistake, because this one builds on the last one. This is all about wasting precious time trying to solve problems that other brilliant people have already solved for you.
We see this all the time. A beginner decides their cool new project needs user logins. So what do? They try to build a complete authentication system from the ground up. This is a massive, massive time sink, and it often keeps them from ever finishing the actual project they wanted to build.
And just look at the difference in approach here. Building it yourself, it's super risky, it's incredibly slow, and it puts this huge weight of responsibility on you for protecting user data. But using a library like Clerk, it's fast, it's secure, and you're letting the experts handle all that heavy lifting.
I mean, why would you put yourself through all that pain? These libraries handle everything, from signups to managing databases. They even give you a dashboard to track what's going on. It just removes all that stress and lets you focus on building the cool parts of your app.
All right, mistake number 3. This one's about failing to evolve with the industry, about getting stuck with just the basics and not getting left behind.
So first, you might be asking, what in the world is an SPA? Well, think of it like this. It's a modern web app that feels super fast and fluid because it updates content on the fly without ever reloading the whole page. Think Gmail, think Netflix. That's the kind of experience users and employers expect now.
And that's the bottom line. If you want to get hired, if you want to build what actual companies are building, you have to learn how to create SPAs. Just sticking to some basic JavaScript in a script tag, well, that's just not going to cut it in today's market.
And the demand for frameworks like React, Angular, and Vue is just huge. So if you're wondering where to even start, the clear recommendation right now is to go with React. It's absolutely dominating the industry, and it's going to give you the best career opportunities, hands down.
This next mistake, oh boy, we've all been there. It's about getting stuck in the dreaded tutorial loop. It's that classic trap where you never move beyond the simple projects after you learn the basic skills.
Look, everybody builds a to-do app. It's a fantastic learning tool, no doubt. But a portfolio that's full of them just kind of signals that you're still a beginner. They don't show that you can actually solve real, complex problems.
This table really just breaks it all down. A basic app that handles simple stuff, create, read, update, delete, it's great for learning a concept. But a real industry-grade project that solves a real problem, it has features like user authentication, and the impact it has on your portfolio is just massive. So here's the real takeaway for you. Your goal should be to build at least one project that's so substantial, so complex, that you have to actually sit down and explain its architecture to a potential client. That's the kind of project that gets you hired.
And finally, we've got a very modern mistake. AI is an absolutely incredible tool. We all know that. But for beginners, it can also be a really dangerous trap if you use it the wrong way.
So is using AI a mistake? Absolutely not. The professionals are using AI every single day to boost their productivity. The mistake isn't using AI, it's how you use it.
This right here is the wrong way to do it. A beginner who doesn't get the basics goes to ChatGPT and gives it this huge, vague prompt like, create an e-commerce website for me. They're expecting magic, but the AI is going to fail, and they're just going to get frustrated because they have no idea how to fix its mistakes.
Now, the smart approach is to be the architect. You break your big idea down into tiny, manageable pieces. Then you ask AI to generate the code for just one of those small pieces, like a navigation bar. And then it's your job, as the human developer, to take that code, integrate it, debug it, and fix it.
And I just love this quote. It captures the perfect mindset. You should be happy when the AI messes up. It's a chance for you to prove your own value. You are the problem solver who can fix the things the AI can't, and that is what makes you indispensable.
So, as we wrap this up, take a second and think about your own journey. Which of these pitfalls have you fallen into? Maybe be a little honest with yourself. And, more importantly, what's that one impressive industry-grade project you're going to commit to building that will truly launch your career?